إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخله كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين
Welcome to our Hajj packages layout presentation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Planning for Hajj can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially with so many packages to choose from. But don't worry, in this presentation, we'll walk you through the general layout of every Hajj package to make everything simple and easy to understand. Once you get the structure, comparing and selecting the right Hajj package for you will be very easy. This isn't just about logistics. It's about helping you to make the best decision for your Hajj journey. So let's dive in and break down the essential parts of any Hajj package. Every Hajj package in the world revolves around 5 key milestones that every Hajji experiences. First, the arrival. Second, the pre-Hajj period. Third, the Hajj period. Fourth, after the Hajj period. 5, the return. Understanding these 5 milestones will give you the tools to evaluate any Hajj package and decide if it truly meets your needs. So let's begin with the first milestone, the arrival. When it comes to Hajj packages, you'll notice they typically start with either Medina first or Makkah first, regardless of the airport you arrive at. Medina first packages are generally better than Makkah first packages, especially for first-time Hujjaj. And here is why. First, Ihram convenience. In Makkah first packages, you'll need to enter the state of Ihram about 30 to 60 minutes before landing at Jeddah Airport, when your plane crosses the Miqat boundary. This means wearing Ihram in the cramped, often unclean bathroom of an airplane or at your departure airport. For first-time pilgrims, this can be uncomfortable and overwhelming. While in the Medina first packages, you don't need to enter the state of Ihram until after your stay in Medina is over, right before traveling to Makkah. This makes the process much easier, convenient, and less stressful. Second, easing into the Hajj experience. Medina first packages offer a calmer start to your journey. The city of Medina is typically less crowded before Hajj, allowing you to rest after your long journey, spend time in the serene environment of Al-Masjid al-Nabawi, prepare yourself mentally and physically for the next steps of Hajj, consult with a shuyukh and your group leaders for guidance before performing Umrah in Makkah. On the other hand, Makkah first packages immerses you immediately into the intensity of Makkah, which can feel overwhelming, especially if you are performing Hajj for the first time. Third, following the Sunnah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, performed one Hajj during his lifetime. He started his journey from Medina and made his way to Makkah. Therefore, choosing a Medina first package follows his footsteps, offering a spiritual connection to the way our Prophet embarked on his Hajj journey. Now that we established that Medina first packages are generally better than Makkah first, let's explore the Saudi arrival airports for Hujjaj and how convenient each airport is during the time of Hajj. For your Hajj journey, there are 2 main airports you can arrive at. First, Jeddah Airport, also known as King Abdulaziz International Airport. Second, Medina Airport, also known as Prince Mohammed ibn Abdulaziz International Airport. Both are excellent and very busy during the Hajj season. The choice of airport is flexible, but should depend on whether your package is Mecca first or Medina first. For Mecca first packages, the most convenient option is to arrive at Jeddah Airport, which is only a 45-minute drive to Mecca. For Medina first packages, the ideal choice is to arrive directly at Medina Airport, as it is only a 30-minute drive to your hotel in the city of Medina. However, if flights to Medina are not available, you can arrive at Jeddah Airport and take the Haramain high-speed train to Medina. This train is incredibly convenient, fast, and comfortable, ensuring a smooth journey to the city of Medina. The second milestone, the pre-Hajj period. The pre-Hajj period is the time you'll spend either in Medina or in Mecca, or in both at hotels, before the official 5 days of Hajj. During this period, Hujjaj typically pray at Al-Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, or Al-Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, perform Umrah in Mecca, rest and prepare for the most important milestone, the Hajj period, which is the reason we've invested time, effort, and money into this spiritual journey. It's worth mentioning that almost 99% of Hajj packages during this period will generally include 3 to 4 days accommodation in the city of Medina and 3 to 4 days accommodation in the city of Mecca. This time allows you to adjust, rest, and spiritually prepare before the days of Hajj. Remember, this period sets the stage for the powerful experiences ahead, so don't exhaust yourself and save your energy for the 5 days of Hajj. The third milestone, the Hajj period. The Hajj period takes place in the areas of Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah, collectively referred to as the Mash'ar. These are the sacred sites where the key rituals of Hajj are performed. Here's what you need to know about each area. First, let's talk about Mina. What is it? Mina is home to the 3 pillars, also known as Jamarat, where Hujjaj perform the ritual of stoning the devil over 3 to 4 days. Type of accommodation in Mina. Pilgrims stay in air-conditioned tents equipped with basic facilities, including washrooms. Hujjaj from Canada, USA, Europe, and Australia have access to 2 specific camp options during Hajj. The first option is Camp A, Majar al-Kabsh, which is Mina's elite camp, located right across from the Jamarat. Its proximity makes it highly convenient, especially for performing the stoning ritual, as it minimizes walking distance. Please note that only Hujjaj of Camp A, Majar al-Kabsh, have access to the Mash'ar train, which runs between Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah. It is important to mention that Hajj packages which offer Camp A, Majar al-Kabsh, are extremely limited and typically sell out on the first day on which the Ministry of Hajj opens packages for purchasing on Nusuk. The second option is the North American camp, El-Khouly. This is the standard camp where most of Hujjaj are accommodated. It is located approximately 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles from the Jamarat. It is important to understand that as per the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, during the 5 days of Hajj, there is no transportation provided between El-Khouly camp and the Jamarat, so Hujjaj must walk the entire distance back and forth. Don't worry, for those who can't walk the distance, they can appoint someone to throw Jamarat on their behalf. In the area of Mina, Hujjaj spend 4 out of the 5 days of Hajj, engaging in worship and performing the Jamarat ritual. Now let us talk about the area of Arafat. What it is. Arafat is the area that has Mount Arafat, also known as Jabal al-Rahmah, or the Mount of Mercy. It's where Hujjaj gather on the day of Arafat to make dua and seek forgiveness. Please note that climbing the mountain is not required. It is actually discouraged because it puts the life of the Hujjaj at risk. Being anywhere within the Arafat boundaries fulfills the obligation. Type of accommodation in Arafat. Pilgrims stay in air-conditioned tents equipped with basic facilities, including washrooms. In the area of Arafat, Hujjaj spend morning to Maghrib time on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, which is June 5th this year. Now, the area of Muzdalifah. What it is. The area of Muzdalifah is an open sky area between Arafat and Mina, where Hujjaj collect pebbles for the Jamarat ritual and spend the night under the open sky. Type of accommodation in Muzdalifah. There are no tents in Muzdalifah. It's an open sky area with access to washrooms. In the area of Muzdalifah, Hujjaj spend the time between Maghrib and Fajr on the day of Arafat before returning to Mina. Schedule of the Hajj period in any package. As you know, the Hajj period is 5 days long. The first day, 8th of Dhul Hijjah, also known as Yom al-Tarwiyah, June 4th, 2025. That is when the Hujjaj enter the state of Ihram and move to their camps in Mina to begin the Hajj rituals. The second day, 9th of Dhul Hijjah, day of Arafat, June 5th, 2025. Hujjaj travel from Mina to Arafat by train or bus. They spend the day in worship and dua. Then at or after Maghrib, they move to Muzdalifah to spend the night or part of the night in it. The third day, 10th of Dhul Hijjah, June 6th, 2025. Hujjaj return to Mina from Muzdalifah and perform at least 3 out of the following 4 actions. A. They throw stones at the big pillar, Jamratul Aqaba. B. They sacrifice the animal, Qurbani. C. They shorten or shave their hair. Men and women can shorten while only men can shave. D. They perform Tawaf al-Ifada, also known as Tawaf al-Ziyarah, at al-Masjid al-Haram in Makkah. Please note that the order of actions, A, B, and D, is flexible, but to exit Ihram by shortening or shaving hair, at least 2 of these actions must be completed first. And don't forget that Tawaf al-Ifada, which includes Sa'i, must be performed and completed before spouses can resume their intimate relationship. Days 11th to 13th of Dhul Hijjah are also called Days of Tashriq, June 7th to June 9th, 2025. Hujjaj stay in Mina and perform the ritual of stoning Jamarat at all 3 pillars each day. These are days for increased worship and reflection. When talking about the days of Tashriq, you may hear the word shortening. That is when Hujjaj decide to leave Mina 1 day earlier, basically after stoning on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, June 8th, 2025. This is perfectly acceptable, and whether you decide to shorten your days of Tashriq or complete all 3, your Hajj is complete. And since we are talking about the Hajj period, there is a premium feature you may heard of, which is keeping your room in Makkah. During Hajj, some Hajj packages include the premium feature of keeping your room at your hotel or the Hajj building during the Hajj period. Here is why this premium feature is valuable. First, it gives you privacy and security. You can store your luggage and personal belongings safely in your room. Second, it's incredibly convenient. You can access your room anytime during Hajj, usually after returning to Mina from Arafat. Some Hujjaj use this feature to make the days in Mina more comfortable. After throwing the Jamarat, they walk about 30 minutes to the boundary of Mina, take a taxi to their hotel or Hajj building, take a refreshing shower, rest and recharge in their private room, then return to Mina before Maghrib prayer. This feature can make a world of difference during the physically demanding days of Hajj, providing a chance to rest and reset when you need it most. And the best part is that this premium feature is included in all of our Hajj packages this year. The 4th milestone. After the Hajj period, after completing the days of Tashriq in Mina, Hujjaj return to their hotel in Makkah. If one of the Hujjaj has not completed Tawaf al-Ifada yet, then this is the perfect time to fulfill this important ritual. During this period, Hujjaj would pack their luggage and prepare for their return. Based on their departure schedule, group leaders will advise them of the best time to visit al-Masjid al-Haram to perform the farewell Tawaf or Tawaf al-Wada', marking the end of their Hajj journey. The 5th milestone. The return. Depending on the scheduled return date, Hujjaj will travel from Makkah to Jeddah, as most Hujjaj return to their countries from Jeddah airport. Return days are usually on the 14th or 15th of Dhul Hijjah, which are June 10th or 11th, 2025. And since we are talking about the return, we can't forget mentioning that at the airport, you can purchase a 5-liter boxed Zamzam water ready for shipping on the airplane. But be sure to write your name and phone number on the box to avoid any mix-ups when you arrive. In very rare cases, some Makkah first packages may have Hujjaj perform Hajj first, then travel to Medina afterward. In such cases, instead of going to Jeddah International Airport from Makkah, Hujjaj will proceed to the city of Medina. When their visit to Medina is over, they will then fly out of Medina International Airport. This scenario can be exhausting for the Hujjaj, as most wish to return home after Hajj to get proper rest. Therefore, I am pleased to announce that none of our packages include this rare scenario. However, it is important to be aware that it does exist. That's it in terms of the milestones. These 5 milestones are included in every Hajj package, no matter which service provider you choose. By understanding them, you'll be able to evaluate and compare packages with ease, and eventually you will be able to select the one package that best suits your needs. Before we end, let's summarize what we talked about. First, there are 2 types of Hajj packages, Medina first and Makkah first. Second, there are 2 airports open to receive Hujjaj during Hajj, Medina International Airport and Jeddah International Airport. Third, for your convenience, and only if it's an option, if your package starts in Medina, try to book a flight that lands at Medina International Airport. And if your package starts in Makkah, choose a flight that lands at Jeddah International Airport. Fourth, Medina first packages are significantly better than Makkah first packages. And of course, all of our Hajj packages are Medina first for your convenience. Fifth, most Hajj packages offer 3 to 4 nights in Medina and 3 to 4 nights in Makkah before Hajj begins. Sixth, keeping your room in Makkah during the Hajj days is a premium feature that is included in all of our Hajj packages this year. Therefore, the number of nights in Makkah is more than 3 or 4 nights. Seventh, in Mina, there are 2 camp options. The Elite Camp A, known as Majr al-Kabsh, located right across of Jamarat, and the North American Camp, known as Al-Mu'aysam, which is located 4 kilometers away from Jamarat, therefore require a longer walk. Eighth, only Camp A, Majr al-Kabsh, offers access to the Mashayir train for transportation between Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah. Ninth, during Hajj, there is no transportation within Mina. Pilgrims must walk to and from the Jamarat. Elders or individuals unable to walk can appoint someone to perform the stoning ritual on their behalf. 10th, the days of Hajj are 5 days that begin on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, June 4th, 2025, and end on either the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, June 8th, 2025, if you shortening, or on the 13th of Dhul Hijjah, June 9th, 2025, if you are completing the 4 days of Tashriq. 11th, returning from Hajj is usually on the days of 14th or 15th Dhul Hijjah, June 10th or 11th, 2025. This clear understanding of the Hajj layout will help you choose the perfect Hajj package for your journey. Check out our 2025 Hajj Packages video presentation. This presentation is brought to you by your Canadian Hajj companion, Hajj from Canada.